The Bel Paese, or beautiful country, is a well-known nickname for Italy. It is also one of the most popular tourist destinations in the entire world, and it's not hard to understand why. Italy has everything from lovely beaches to stunning architecture to delicious cuisine. Plus, it is home to some of the world's most famous landmarks. Welcome to Wonders of Italy, the most fascinating places in Italy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing travel experiences. And check out the links in the description for cheap flights, hotels, cars, and more. Orvieto is a town that seems straight out of a storybook. This hilltop town sits atop a prominent butte and has a population of just over 20,000 people. Its historic center dates back to the Middle Ages and is packed with medieval buildings, cobblestone streets, and Gothic churches. Orvieto's most famous church is the Duomo, a massive Gothic cathedral whose construction began in the 13th century. The facade of the Duomo is adorned with sculptures by renowned artists such as Lorenzo and Giovanni Pisano. The town is also home to several palaces, including Palazzo Cocchi and Palazzo Tolomei. In addition, there are many museums and art galleries showcasing works by Orvieto's most famous son, the Renaissance painter Luca Signorelli. A visit to the Pozzo di San Patrizio, a 16th century well, is also recommended. You can reach Orvieto by train or car. If you decide to drive, there is a parking garage in the historic center. However, keep in mind that it can be difficult to find accommodations in Orvieto, especially during peak season. So plan ahead if you want to visit this lovely town. Italy is well known for its beautiful lakes, and Lake Garda is one of the most popular. At 360 square kilometers, it is the largest lake in the country. It is also the deepest lake in Italy at 342 meters deep. Lake Garda is located in the northern region of Lombardy and is surrounded by 3 different regions: Veneto, Trentino, Alto Adige, and Lombardy. Because it is so vast, there are plenty of things to do around Lake Garda. Visitors can swim, sunbathe, windsurf, sail, or simply relax on the shores of the lake. There are also several islands in Lake Garda, the largest of which is Isola del Garda. The lake is also home to a number of charming towns, including Sirmione, Desenzano del Garda, and Riva del Garda. Lake Garda can be reached by car or train. The nearest airports are Verona and Milan. Cinque Terre is a group of 5 villages that are located on the Italian Riviera. The 5 villages are Monterosso, Almere, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manerella, and Rio Maggiore. Each village is unique and beautiful in its own way, but together they make up one of the most picturesque areas in all of Italy. The best way to see Cinque Terre is to hike the Sentiero Azzurro, or Blue Path, which connects all 5 villages. Along the way, you will be treated to stunning views of the coastline, vineyards, and olive groves. Be sure to wear comfortable shoes as there are a lot of stairs involved. You can also take a train from one village to the next, which is handy if you have mobility issues. But we highly recommend seeing all 5 villages on foot. Don't forget to bring your camera. The colorful houses and stunning scenery of Cinque Terre are sure to make for some unforgettable photos. Pisa is a city in the Tuscany region of Italy, and it is home to one of the most famous landmarks in the country. It's the Leaning Tower. The tower is part of a larger complex that includes the Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta and the Baptistry of San Giovanni. Construction on the complex began in the 10th century and was completed in the 14th century. Over the years, the tower has leaned more and more. This is due to a number of factors, including the soft clay soil on which it was built. In recent years, stabilization efforts have been made to prevent the tower from leaning any further. Despite its tilt, the tower is still one of the most recognizable structures in the world. Pisa is also home to a number of other notable landmarks, including the Piazza dei Miracoli, which is the square in front of the cathedral. The piazza was designed in the 14th century and is one of the most important examples of medieval architecture in Italy. Pisa is easily reached by train or car. The city is also served by an airport, but it is mainly used for domestic and European flights. The Italian island of Sicily is known for its delicious cuisine, rich history, and stunning beaches. In recent years, it has also become known as the home of Mount Etna, Europe's largest active volcano. Although Mount Etna can be dangerous, it is also a beautiful sight to behold. The slopes of the volcano are covered in vineyards and citrus groves, and the summit is often shrouded in mist, giving it a truly ethereal look. The best place to see Mount Etna is from the northeast coast of Sicily. From here you can see the entire volcano, as well as the towns and villages that it slopes. If you're feeling brave, you can even climb to the summit. Keep in mind that the weather on Mount Etna can be unpredictable. Even in the middle of summer, temperatures can drop below freezing, so be sure to dress warmly if you plan to do some hiking. If you're looking for a truly unique travel experience, consider visiting the floating city of Venice. Venice is located in northeastern Italy and is built on a lagoon in the Adriatic Sea. It is made up of over 100 small islands which are connected by bridges and canals. The only way to get around Venice is by boat. Gondolas and vaporettos, which are larger boats that operate as public transportation, are the most common ways to get around. What makes Venice so special is its canals. There are over 150 miles of canals in Venice, and they are full of water from the sea. The canals are also lined with beautiful houses and palaces. As you glide through the water, you will feel like you have stepped back in time. Some of the most famous landmarks in Venice include St. Mark's Basilica and the Doge's Palace. Both are located in St. Mark's Square, which is the main public square in Venice. The Basilica and the palace were both built in the 14th century and are considered to be two of the finest examples of Venetian Gothic architecture. Other must-sees in Venice include the Rialto Bridge and the Grand Canal. The Rialto Bridge is the oldest bridge that crosses the Grand Canal, and the canal itself is the main artery of Venice. Make sure to take a gondola ride if you visit Venice. It is truly the best way to see the city. You can also rent a boat and explore the canals on your own. Just be careful because the canals are very narrow. Florence is a city in the Tuscany region of Italy, and it is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the country. Florence is known for its amazing art and architecture. Some of the most famous landmarks in Florence include the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore, the Ponte Vecchio, and the Galleria dell'Accademia. Florence is also home to a number of world-class museums, including the Museo di San Marco and the Palazzo Pitti. But Florence is more than just a pretty face. It is also a very livable city, has a thriving economy, and a high quality of life. Florence is also a very green city. It has many parks and gardens, including the Boboli Garden, which is one of the most beautiful examples of Italian garden design. No trip to Italy would be complete without a visit to Rome. The capital city is home to some of the most famous landmarks in the world, including the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the Trevi Fountain. Rome is also home to a number of world-class museums, including the Vatican Museums and the Galleria Borghese. But Rome is more than just its landmarks. The city is also home to a number of beautiful churches and piazzas. Some of the most beautiful churches in Rome include the Basilica di San Pietro, the Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore, and the Basilica di San Giovanni in Laterano. Some of the most beautiful piazzas in Rome include the Piazza del Popolo, the Piazza Navona, and the Piazza Barberini. We hope you enjoyed our tour of some of the most fascinating places in Italy. From the stunning architecture of Florence to the rich history of Rome, Italy has something for everyone. We encourage you to plan a trip to this beautiful country and experience all that it has to offer. Thanks for watching.